KTN News.
All right, that story is on the Star page 11 and Nation page 9. Gentlemen, this issue of the NYS buses has caused so many reactions all over the country. Maybe I'll start by asking you, what do you think about this, Oliver?
Anytime you talk about matatus in this country and the public transport, it is one of those confusion corners nobody wants to have a sight of. And by where Michuki left us, we had taken off quite well. I don't know where the problem was, but we have the wrong notion as a country. Cartels have taken over the matatu industry to the extent that they have choked the whole industry. You cannot have in the techno hub of Eastern Sub-Saharan Africa, Nairobi, that it is controlled by a cabal of cartels, whereby if today they say we are not operating in this route, there will be no transport. Look at the best cities in the world, all the technopolis we have in the world. Yeah. More transport system is controlled by government or by the city council. So it is not that it is unique for Kenya. It should be supported so that we can control a lot of things. It is a good thing to do it because we need to make sure that sanity prevails. And sanity cannot prevail if we allow the same people who cause the problem. The mind that caused the problem cannot solve the problem. Therefore, I think it is the right thing to do to bring something new to the system, to check it, and also with the new NYS buses. I think we are trying to solve the issue of jams, traffic jams, because you realize we have a lot of confusion within the CBD, and that confusion causes a lot of traffic, and the traffic leads to a lot of loss in terms of fuel and time. We lose a lot of time operating from one corner to the other, and this also informs our competitiveness as a city in terms of attracting investors who will want to come to a city whereby they spend 48 hours in a week, monthly, in traffic jams. You take 2 hours from Enterprise Road to the CBD every day.
All right, Kevin.
Actually, mine is simple. In addition to a number of things that my friend has talked about, the matatu industry, the matatu sector, is a job creator to so many young people. The government, in my view, needs to really have this process as consultative as it can possibly be. Sometimes I ask myself, who thinks for the government? Because you really must be able to focus. We can't be having discussions around having NYS buses because it is raining. What will happen when it is not raining? Matatus have been there since time immemorial. They've created jobs for very many young people. We have lots of reforms that are taking place, whether it's through NTSA or PSV, alliances among others. We need to be able to give time for some of these positive elements within our matatu sector to be able to grow.
All right.
And that also means that we need to look at how, for example, I remember there were directives for drivers to dress in a particular manner, matatus to behave in a particular manner. Those are things that need to be given time to grow. Lastly on this is stakeholder engagement. We can't be having everybody rushing to Parliament to be able to complain. There must have been a thought process where government, through all the other ministries, departments, and agencies, must have had an opportunity to think through how do we bring in NYS buses onto the streets and what routes are they going to be using. Because I know of places, for instance, in Runda, where you will not see matatus, yet there are people walking there every day, whether it's raining or shining. Is it possible that we can be able to have specific routes so that we avoid